y'all, welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be all about dinner. So you know the question that you get asked so many times, Mom, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? What are we having for dinner? I don't know, figure it out yourself. That would be nice to say, but I have to serve everyone and figure out what to eat. So this week's video is going to help you, I don't know, motivate you, give you some ideas of what to eat. I do some pretty basic stuff, but I'm going to do my best to try to help you out. So a lot of times on the weekends, like you just saw previously, my husband will either grill for us or smoke some meat on his green egg, which I'm so thankful for because it's always delicious. So he will do like ribs or a Boston butt, or he will grill ribs, hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken, pretty much anything you can think of. So what you're seeing right now is, I don't even know if there's a name for this, but I had leftover taco meat because sometimes when I make tacos, I try to make 2 pounds or just enough to have like a little bit of leftovers either for lunch. But this is like a budget-friendly way to stretch that taco meat. You can just take taco meat. If you have corn, salsa, tomatoes, black beans, any of the above, mix it with that in a baking dish with some like Mexican cheese or any kind of cheese, honestly, any cheese. Queso cheese would be nice. Put it in the dish and you can kind of make like a taco dip type casserole, random Chotsky type thing right here. But it gives you another dinner option, especially if you're trying to stretch your budget or just like use the food that you have at your house. I serve it with anything you see here, tortillas, tortilla chips, hard shells, anything that your kids or your family like. And that's a great way to kind of create another weeknight quick meal. All right, so I'm going to make the Nashville hot chicken dip. These pickles will just be the topping, but you first start with 1 block of cream cheese, a 1/3 cup of sour cream, and then 2 tablespoons of ranch seasoning. I just got a little packet. Actually, I normally get like the big container of it, but I wanted to show you. I just got one of these packets. It was only like $1, and there's probably like 4 tablespoons total in there. So if you're in a bind and you just need one of those, that'll work. So a little tip, I put this in my other video, what's for lunch, but I wanted to remind y'all, if you have like chicken breast or any kind of chicken that you need shredded, put it in a mixer. I just use my KitchenAid over there, but you can just use a hand mixer too. And this was even like pulled off, but I just wanted it to be a little bit smaller for the dip, and I can chop that up more if I wanted to, but that should be good enough. And that's all I used, that little attachment thing, but that makes it so much easier if you're not using like a crock pot or anything, because obviously it shreds super easy in the crock pot, but fun tip. Okay, so it's preheated to 350 and I do 22 minutes. It's going to seem a little underdone, but that's just like how the recipe is. Okay, so you get everything mixed together, put it all in here, and then I actually top this. I love these dark chocolate morsels. So I'm going to take this, I don't know if I can do this one-handed, and kind of sprinkle some on all around, because I love these. So I just sprinkle these all around. And then put them in the oven at 350 for 22 minutes and make sure they're completely cooled before you start cutting into them, because otherwise they're kind of mushy. And I also suggest using, like if you have a disposable knife or like plastic knife or something, or just a little kid's knife like this, it cuts the best. And that's a good tip for brownies too. So I don't really know what the name of this dish is. Again, I'm just trying to make do with what we have. And this is just taco meat. It kind of turned into like a stuffed pepper casserole, to be honest. So I did half. My kids don't always like all those peppers and stuff. So I created like a little space right there for them that has all the stuff that they like. And so I just put the lid on here, and then I will pop it in the oven. I think I did 350 for like 30 minutes just to kind of reheat it. But serve it with Fritos. It was so good, or any kind of like corn, I guess probably corn tortilla shells and stuff would be good. But so for some reason, Fritos tasted fabulous with this. And then I'm just putting all the leftovers here just in a Ziploc freezer bag. And make sure when you're freezing stuff, try to freeze it flat, so you can stack stuff a lot easier that way. We have a stand-up freezer in our garage, and it makes everything a lot easier, one, to just store, and two, to be able to see everything. And then this is just what here. Oh, yes. Okay, so here are the Fritos. It was so good. I did some like extra taco shells that we have left over, which was still good. So my kids ate that part, and then my husband and I will eat the other pepper part. And then I served it with Fritos, and it was delicious. Oh, my little dinner helper, quote unquote. Okay, I'm trying to remember what dinner this was. It was a pot. Oh, okay, so this was just like a baked pasta dish with a vodka sauce. So I did the Italian sausage. You can add onion if you want, and then you can just do like any kind of red sauce that you like, and add a little bit of either sour cream or heavy cream or something to it. And also that garlic bread that you see right there, that's actually just white bread I turned into garlic bread. So just use whatever you had. I've used like hot dog buns or hamburger buns before to turn into garlic bread, because that's all that we have. So just use what we have on hand, if anything. Now here I am doing a this is a cherry cheesecake. So I saw a couple of these. Like if you're on TikTok, you've seen the lady who does the dump cakes that are super, super easy to make, and they're delicious. So I just did a layer of the cherry pie filling, a layer of cream cheese, and then a layer of that vanilla cake mix. Don't mix anything together, and then top it with, you normally do like a stick and a half of butter, but I just did enough butter, thinly sliced to cover everything. Put it in the oven. You bake that at 375 for about 45 minutes. Okay, so this was chicken Alfredo. I used chicken fettuccine Alfredo. So I used that fettuccine. The Good and Gather is from Target. I just used Target Dry Vet. And then I forgot to get the salad. Actually, I ordered the salad, but they said it was out of stock. So I had croutons, which I just topped our dish with. And then I got a block of Parmesan because I like to shred it myself because it tastes 10 times better that way. And then I used the Alfredo. There's actually Good and Gather a 4-cheese Alfredo sauce, which was really good from Target too. And if you saw that little garlic breadstick, is actually a hot dog bun like split in half. And then I just turned it into garlic bread. It works if that's all that you have sometimes. Now I love these storage containers. They're Rubbermaid, I think. But anyways, I like them because 1, you can see through them so you see what you have, and then 2, it's easy to stack in there. So these are peanut butter energy balls. I did not have flaxseed, so you can see all the ingredients that are used here, but I did not use flaxseed because I didn't have any. And it's just oats, peanut butter. You're supposed to use like mini chocolate chips so they mix better, but I love these dark chocolate morsels, so I just used those. And I actually melted this a little bit, so mine turn out a little bit darker because the chocolate's melted into them. Here is a Chick-fil-A hack for y'all to make chicken minis. Get those chicken breasts from Costco, these Sister Schubert's rolls. I got them from Walmart. They can come in a 1 or 2 pack, and then just bake both by what the bags say. And then this is how they turn out. Super delicious, and of course serve them with the Chick-fil-A sauce. So it's the Just Bare chicken breast chunks from Costco, and then Sister Schubert's Parker House style I found those at Walmart. And these are just all the ingredients for a blueberry lemon dump cake. Bake that dump cake at 375 for about 45 minutes. Okay, so here's one of my favorite summertime drinks. They're great for entertaining, and especially because strawberries are in season right now. So it's just strawberry sangria or red sangria. You can add mango syrup, any syrup to it. And I just throw some soda water. Throw some soda water on top. I also found these Bud Light seltzers, which they're the out-of-office ones, and they're delicious. I don't know if they're going to have them in stores for that long, though. Okay, today is Cinco de Mayo, so we are making their like Corona sunrises. So it's a Corona, 1 shot of Patron Silver, a little bit of orange juice, and then a splash of grenadine. This is crockpot tortellini, so it's another easy weeknight meal. It's Italian sausage, chicken broth, diced tomatoes, a block of cream cheese, and then a bag of frozen tortellini. You can add spinach to this, but my family doesn't like spinach, so I don't add it. Now we are on to making strawberry cheesecake. And again, strawberries are in season right now. If you're local to Knoxville, you can actually go to some pick your own strawberry farms and get fresh strawberries. And it's another way just to support local right now. So this is actually a strawberry like no-bake cheesecake. So I'm doing the filling part in the blender and then adding it to just is it Pepperidge Farm? Keebler. So a Keebler like pre-made crust, and then I just pop it into, I'm forgetting, the refrigerator. Holy moly. Okay, so this is what the finished product looks like. And I just pop it in the fridge for a few hours, and then actually the freezer. And then you can put it in the fridge when you're ready to serve it and leave it out for about 30 minutes before. Okay, so this is a little thing. I forget where I saw this at. I haven't been on Pinterest in a while, so I'm thinking it was like champagne glasses. I got mine from Party City. And you just pop it in the cake right there and then top it with icing. Make sure you get all the way around too. I didn't show that finished product, but it's really, really good, and it's easy to serve for parties. It is. It's exciting too. Next up for dinner, we have Chick-fil-A. Obviously, it's delicious. You can have it any day of the week. Well, except Sunday because they're closed Sundays, but it is a great go-to meal for our family. And this is me making their buffalo chicken mac and cheese bowl. So you can get chicken nuggets, a large fry, yes, a side of their mac and cheese, and you put everything together in a bowl, and definitely get their extra of these. So you do a buffalo sauce, a ranch sauce, and you can put a Chick-fil-A sauce in there too, and you mix it all together. And that is buffalo mac and cheese bowl. God knows we love the Lord's calories around here. So we eat a lot of Chick-fil-A. I actually just became a Chick-fil-A red. I think it was like the red status, which don't really know what that really means, but probably that I eat a lot of Chick-fil-A. Thank you for your kiss. Okay, so now we are going to make chicken pot pie. This chicken pot pie is one of my husband's favorite meals. So I use those Pillsbury pie crust, and then obviously there's the bottom part. I think this is a 9-inch round. It's either 8 or 9-inch. I thought it was 9-inch, but I can't really remember. So you put the bottom pie crust in and then make the filling. I make it on a stovetop, and then put the top pie crust on and put your little slits right there. And then I baked it at 425 for about 35 to 40 minutes. The first 25 to 30 minutes, I put aluminum foil over it to make sure the crust does not burn. And then like for the last 10 or 15 minutes, I take the aluminum foil off to just finish baking the rest of it. And you can serve it with those dinner rolls if you would like. My family loves rolls. I put like a garlic butter on top to serve with it, and it's really, really good. When you take the chicken pot pie out, make sure you let it rest for like at least 10 minutes so it can kind of set up in there. Because if you cut into it immediately, it's just going to explode everywhere. So once it's done cooling off, this is how I'm plating the kids' plates. I just do applesauce. We are going to have ice cream for dessert, so I set that out so it's not rock hard. And then mixed vegetables with it. For our next dinner option, we are going to have, I don't have any names for these. Obviously, you can do like tacos, spaghettis. This is just, I'm going to do this Spanish style rice. If we had queso cheese, I would be serving it with queso. But I'm just doing this meat. You just slice it up and saute it in a saute pan. So just do that meat. You can chop up onion. If I had any kind of bell peppers, I would be using heating those up to sauteing them in the saute pan. But you can see I have the leftovers there that I'm going to be combining together with everything. So here's another option. I know a lot of families do like breakfast for dinner. My husband is the only one who does not like breakfast pretty much at all, especially not for dinner. So if I do that, it's just for the kids if he's on call or something. So I will save these sausage biscuits, chicken minis, and then just leftover sausage. So thank y'all so much for watching. I hope this has helped to motivate you, just give you some ideas of what to serve your family for dinner, what to get for dinner this week. And always start with what is something, I thought of this when I was getting ready, but what is something that your family always has every single week? Like, do you always do a Taco Tuesday? Do you always get together on Sundays to have a family dinner on Sundays? Do you do like Food Truck Friday? Do you have like baseball games or any kind of activities during the week where no matter what you plan or anything, like you have to end up going out to eat or you have that one signature meal? Write that down in your meal plan. Start with that. Start with what you have in your house and what you know that you're going to eat anyways. And that's one dinner that you don't have to worry about. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're new here, my name is Meredith. I make a video every single Monday about homemaking, so cooking, cleaning, and just how to run a household. Thank you so much for watching.